it's Tom Limebear here, and this is another video devotional, and this one is titled The Secret to Success. Success is defined in so many different ways by so many different people. Like if you ask this guy, success means X, Y, and Z, and then if you ask this guy, it means X, Y, and Z. So many different things. I mean, for you, success might be getting that grade at school, or passing your driving test, or having a family, or getting a husband or a wife, or buying a house. It could look like so many different things. Success is different for each and every one of us. But how we conduct ourselves on the path to success is probably the slightly more important thing that I want to focus on today. It says in the book of, where are you, Ephesians? Found it. Chapter 4, verses 1 to 2. It says, I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. Now the world tells us that the path to success is this. It's like, hustle hard, make things happen for yourself. Don't let anyone get in your way. Break away from the pack, and whatever you do not show any weakness. But here in Ephesians, like what we just read, it says something completely different. In fact, it's slightly illogical and kind of upside down. But I love that that is what the kingdom of God is all about. It defies logic, and it's kind of upside down and doesn't really make sense. But this right here is the secret sauce. Matthew 23, 11 and 12 says, the greatest among you will be your servant. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Now this is the kingdom view to success. So when the world says, hustle hard, make things happen for yourself, break away from the pack, the Bible tells us to be completely humble, to not think less of ourselves, but to think of ourselves less, to value others above ourselves. It says be patient. Like what God's promised to you will come, but you just have to be patient and wait. But I don't mean like sit back and wait for things to happen and not really do anything. But I mean be proactive in your waiting. Be proactive, pray, persevere, move forward one step at a time. But don't strive. You don't have to strive to make these things happen. What God has promised will come to fruition at the right time. It also says bear with one another. So when the world says break away from the pack, do your own thing, it says bear with one another, which is showing us that we need one another. So share with each other, share ideas, see what your friends think about your dream, see what your friends can do to help. Get together, share with one another. We honestly need each other. We can't do this by ourselves. In fact, we weren't designed to do life by ourselves, full stop. We were designed to live together in harmony, in community. So bear with one another in love. So use your gifts, use your talents in ways that are going to bless other people, uplift and encourage and inspire other people. Don't just keep them to yourself, because the world needs you. You're a part of something bigger than just yourself. I'm honestly so challenged by this verse in Philippians. Chapter 2, verse 3. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. Guilty as charged. I find this so tricky and challenging because honestly sometimes I just want to run and move forward and think, hey, I'm just going to pursue my dreams and go for what I want. But it says here, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. I think I'm guilty of that sometimes. I think we're probably all guilty of that sometimes. Jesus was the Son of God. He had power, he had authority, the most influential, successful man in the history of the world. I mean, he healed the sick, he opened the eyes of the blind, he calmed storm, multiplied food, he even defeated death itself. I mean, mental scenes. But how did Jesus go about his everyday life? How did Jesus go about his everyday business? Well, he took on the very nature of a servant. He washed his disciples' feet and then told them to go and serve other people. He didn't use his power or his authority for personal gain, but he used it for something greater. And he valued others above himself, and that value of other people above himself took him to the cross, where he died and laid down his own life for other people. That is crazy. God has great plans and purposes for your life. If you're still alive, then God's not done with you yet. I mean, what does success look like for you? What would you love to see happen? What dreams are in your heart that you'd love to see happen? And how are you going to conduct yourself on your path to success? Are you going to hustle hard and put yourself above others? Or are you going to choose the very nature of a servant, following the footsteps of Jesus, valuing others above yourselves, looking to be a servant rather than a master, serving for the greater good? So the secret of success is being a servant, serving others, putting others above yourself. In Proverbs in the Old Testament, it says in chapter 16, commit to the Lord whatever you do and he will establish your plans. So today, why not commit everything you are and everything you do to the Lord, and he will establish your plans. Allow him to guide you and to help you and to walk with you step by step by step. He really wants to partner with you in everything that you do. Why not take on the nature of a servant today and value others above yourself? And I know that is really tricky, but why not challenge yourself to do that today? I really like this little phrase in the Old Testament in the book of Judges, which is kind of a random one, but it says, "Go in peace. The journey on which you go is under the eye of the Lord." So go in peace today and know that every step you take is under the eye of the Lord. He's with you. He loves you. He's got good things for you. That's all I've got to say today. See ya. Bye. Make things happen for yourself.